Alright guys and girls, this is jerninhgam, ladies and gentlemen, new people to the channel, people never seen me before. I just thought I'd go through something on YouTube. Businesses leaders ensure strike warnings to Boris Johnson over food shortages. This could mean the UK, there's a shortage of drivers probably in other countries, but I thought I'd mention it and show a video of it, what you guys and girls would think about this. I mean, everybody needs food to live, food to eat, water to drink. What was I going to say? This is on ITV News. We're going to be talking about it now.
The economic recovery continues apace and Hickman Transport is feeling it. The orders are coming in. The company has 9 lorries but can't use 3 of them because they can't recruit enough drivers.
Our prices are going up. Everybody else's prices are going up because there is a labour bottleneck. Not enough drivers to do the work that needs to be done. The work is there to be done. There's no shortage of work to do. It's the shortage of equipment and men to do it.
This is a problem. The supermarkets which kept the nation fed during lockdowns now find their supply lines under pressure. In a letter to the Prime Minister, the Road Haulage Association says there are now more than 100,000 vacancies for HGV drivers and that the situation is at crisis point. The letter calls on Boris Johnson to intervene to avert critical supply chains failing at an unprecedented and unimaginable level. It adds supermarkets are already reporting that they are not receiving their expected food stocks. The letter is signed by the Chief Executive of the Food and Drink Federation and a host of other business groups representing the food industry.
Some in government seem to think the industry is crying wolf. We are not crying wolf. The scale of the driver shortage is enormous. This is of crisis proportions. We are likely to see gaps on supermarket shelves in weeks to come if we don't get an immediate response from government.
The supermarkets admit that the shortage of lorry drivers is causing minor
That's a bad thing. If you guys and girls can see shortages on the shelves, ladies and gentlemen.
Salads, fruits and berries, yogurts, vegetables and...
You think it's a war zone?
But they insist
Washington.
general availability is good. Last week, at a meeting with Transport Minister Baroness Veer, Tesco called for action. According to several people at the meeting, Tesco's Transport Director, Matthew Rind, said the driver shortfall has significantly impacted suppliers' ability to respond to Tesco's orders. He added, "We absolutely agree that the can cannot be kicked down the road." The head of logistics for Sainsbury's agreed. Recruitment shortages are being blamed on Brexit and COVID restrictions, and they aren't limited to lorry drivers. Meat processing factories say they too are struggling to get the staff they need.
I have never had chief executives of massively large companies phone me up and saying, "Nick, we have to do something. We're weeks away from a crisis." I've never had that in the time I've been in this job.
Companies want the government to relax the post-Brexit immigration rules, but tonight a government spokesman made it clear that isn't going to happen. The government thinks the onus should be on companies to make their jobs more appealing to British workers. John Hills.
Well, there we are. If the food goes short, what happens then? Does a war start? Will war come? Will it be like 1945 again? If they can't get all the lorry drivers together, will they find these lorry drivers to bring the food in? Will they put vacancies out for across the world to help in our world or in our country for people willing to work? And people that want the job for lorries, will they sort the crisis out? Who knows? But anyway, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. See you in the next video, peace. Hopefully they'll sort this problem out. Fingers crossed.